Come on in, take a sip, let's wind down, and today we're going to do it with a 2022 L'Oiseau Libre. And it is just marvelous. Wonderful story how I came upon this bottle. Shotzi and I always bring chocolates, individually wrapped chocolates, like a bag of them, from the duty-free store at every airport. We take it when we're going to fly somewhere. We give the flight attendants chocolates. And at the end of the flight, the purser, the chief flight attendant, brought me this wonderful bottle of wine and said, "You have no idea what it means to us when we have kind passengers like you. So how wonderful." I'm like, well, it's not necessary, really. But yeah, he insisted, and I didn't squabble, right? So anyway, fabulous wine. It's dry, cassis, tree fruits that you'd expect, red, some green tree fruits in it. But it is absolutely a fabulous Shiraz Marcelin. And so, let's see. Hopping into our grid here today now. We have some familiar faces. Construction by Taylor Johnson and Raphael Moussin. Edited, of course, by Joel Faliano. And as always, we give our level best to Will Short's L'Chaim. I hope you get feeling better soon, Mr. Shorts. Okay. I'm going to hop into our grid. So, Pretty Little Liars author Shepherd. Okay, well, we got an easy one coming out on this one. That's good. And let's see if I can find my keys. My fingers are on the right keys. 0 from 180. And I guess we can go with the sign on that because it's kind of spelled out for you. You know, 4 letters starting with an S. You know, it's not going to be a U-turn or anything, right? So, takeoff announcement. A bit of salty language. Some announcements from the Fed. Well, I don't know. If this is an H, I think I know what it is. Jazz trumpeter Jones would be Thad. And all right. Yeah, I think we've got rate hikes. So, hey, the clue didn't say great news from the Fed. Say awesome announcements from the Feds, right? Well, let's check and see if we're even right before I go getting all arrogant. Flyers, I think, are from Philly. Half a half bushel, and I think that's a peck. And Cry of Fear, Eek. Stage group, often dressed in black. That would probably be the crew, right? Unless we're talking kabuki theater. TikTok creator. No idea. And we're on TikTok. I don't know. Bit of salty language. How about ahoy there, sailor? And it's anyone's guess. Maybe, who knows? Let's just jump down this rabbit hole and just keep checking ourselves. I don't know what this is. Kesha? I don't know what an integral can compute. Well, it computes a lot of things. But I mean, what comes to mind immediately, going to geometry, I'm thinking of area. So, soldier of Sauron, and now here we have a Tolkien throwback, and which is kind of nice, right? But I think we're talking about an orc here, and fighting. I don't know just yet. Make a deal official. Genre celebrated at the annual Worldcon, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's sci-fi. Spice derived from the inner bark of a tropical tree. Yes, good. So we've kind of got that spelled out for us anyway. Just that N and that A. But yeah, when we're talking about tree bark spice, that's the big one. Genre. Yeah, so I think we've got our sci-fi here. And it just, again, as always, I always feel better when I just do a quick check. Afflictions could be ills, you know. And breezed by, maybe flu, feeling really good now about sci-fi and who knows. Antagonist in a 1604 play or a 1992 animated movie. I believe this is Iago, and we're talking about Shakespeare, of course, right? Othello. I coined a word in undergraduate, and I've seen somebody else use it. So it's not like a widespread coinage. But I said, I was writing a paper on Lady Macbeth, and I wanted to describe her as the evil lover. And I came up with my juvenile brain. And here I am getting into my juvenilia, but I came up with the word Iago Morata. I know, clever, right? Tracking, whatever. Meeting greeting. How about hi all? Hi all. So I guess making a deal official would be to maybe shake on it. Yeah, it wouldn't be legal, I don't think. Forest in a metaphor. Color of a proverbial French beast, and I think they were talking about black, so noir. And for real. See, now here's where my brain goes. See, I have this IN here coming down, and then I got 3 letters. But if I put a G there and then an ME, it could be, are you kidding me? And it would fit. So I say, caution to the wind. Take the cavalier attitude. Are you kidding me? Let's see what we got. Because that'd be just fun if I was right for that. Trap for the unwary. Organ piece. Okay, let's just try to get a corner done here. Cosmetics brand owned by Estee Lauder. And by the way, this is Aveda. And when Jerry and I, when my Shotzi and I were both in hair school, we were just teenagers, learning how to do hair because we thought it'd be a great job to go to college on. And it was all right. I mean, but Aveda was the big thing at our hair school. Let's see. Gave a once over. Maybe eyed up? Sounds kind of gross, doesn't it? He eyed her up. I'm sorry about that. Future me, don't forget this. How about note to self? Yeah, why not? Warm-up pieces. Take off announcement. One thing I can think of, the blank TUD, would be etudes. So, maybe. Famed recipient of a lesser blessing. Yeah, poor Esau. But you want to feel sorry for Esau. Feel sorry for Job. Oh. Watch, in a way. How about sit? Makes as a putt. I think we're talking about sinks. Sinking the putt. Where Vietjet Air is headquartered. Well, Viet kind of gives it away, right? I think we're talking about Hanoi, which is cool. Struggles, maybe toils. I described my job today to, I was visiting with a group of physicians about a couple hours away, and I was chatting with them. And I said, there are times when I can describe my role as Sisyphean. And I don't think anybody got the whole Sisyphus pushing the rock up the hill. But it's okay. They're focused on being doctors. Winter forecast. How about sleet? Cannot remember if it's EA or EE, so let's check that out real quick. Cubism-inspired style, yes, and my absolute favorite, Deco. And West Coast political hub familiarly. Sack? So, okay, well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what that is. So, any ideas? Okay, great. Give them to me. Comfort. Oh, okay. Well, is it soothe or is it solace? I don't know. The average person will shed at least one every day, and I think that's an eyelash. So yeah, I think we're talking about solace here, which is nice. The only thing that would have been better would have been succor. That would have been good too. Like some broken records, By the way, in my mind, that's going to be warped potentially, and with the W down potentially, I have to look at the coats of many terriers, and that could be wiry, and so I feel like this is warped. But again, I think one of the big tricks to the crossword solve, right, is being able to kind of lay the whole grid out, at least in sections at the same time mentally, so you can kind of see what's up there, right? I mean, that's just my thing. I don't know. Beat decisively in a video game lingo. I see in video game lingo, I have no idea. Forest in a metaphor looks a lot like a big picture, though, doesn't it? So, and so I guess fighting would be combat, and try to get the upper hand. I guess this could be arm wrestle. And let's see, did I spell that right? I think I did. Looks like infinitesimal will be teeny, but I don't know what this is. PWN. I feel like if there's something wrong, it's right here. Cause I don't, but it's not like it should be wrong. I'm just saying I don't know. I've never heard of PWN, but I'm not a gamer, so I guess this is gaming in a way, right? But not really. Shishi could be artsy. I prefer fa-fa, but of course. Debated, so as I'm trying to say dispute at the same time, because I don't know what else could possibly be S-P-U-T and then an E. So I think I'm going to say in dispute with an I, just to be different. Like sleet, I guess we can call that icy. And comedian Aparna, who wrote Unreliable Narrator, and I think that's Nuncherla. I can't say for certain, I do not remember. Wine bottle spec, you'd be our year. Free roaming residents of Japan's Nara Park. Well, I did not know they had free roaming deer there. That is cool to know. I'll need to make sure to try to remember that. Makeup ingredient, how about DNA? Do a veterinary job, a certain veterinary job. I guess we're looking at spaying here. And just like that, snap. Oh, I'm glad that we had that NAP on that. I would have put poof in, Might have gotten hung up on it. For me, a lot of the crossword is just luck. Some Bundestag votes, right? So that's German, right? So I think we're talking about nines. It was in nose. How firm a foundation for one? How firm a foundation? Well, I think that's gonna be something clever. I've got to figure out what it is. Ew, enough. Maybe TMI. How firm a foundation? Yes, that's a him. Okay, sorry. Begrudging assent. How about yeah, fine, or yeah, sure? I don't know yet, so let's see if we can figure it out with this. Fan base added to the OED in 2023, and I read, every year I read the Oxford English Dictionary's new editions, right? And I think these are Swifties. So good on Taylor. Good on her all the way around, right? My good Lord. High-end hotel amenities. True. I don't think I've ever stayed at a hotel with a spa that was the kind you just go into to check and see if they have a room available. Driving down the road, it's like, oh my God, it's midnight. There's a Motel 6. Probably not going to be a spa in there. Oral vaccine target. I guess we could be talking about polio here. Well, I can't be for certain. So rocked in a way, maybe in a way, maybe warm. Hey, you rocked that dress, because now I'm thinking polio for sure. Holly, genus. Oh my God, I don't remember that. Sphere could be an arena. And planned parenthood offering informally, and I think that's sex ed, so that would be Elex or Ilex be the Holly genus. Okay, probably something I want to remember. And spiny reptile that despite its name is actually a lizard. Well, and as a proud alumni of Texas Christian University. Go Horned Frogs. Yeah. All right, so I think we're talking about a horny toad. Member of la famille. And I guess we're talking about les enfants. The child, the little one. Trap for the unwary. Organ piece. Okay, so stop. All right. And takeoff announcement. I have to run. Now that is clever beyond. I love that very much. That's great. Bravo. Minos or Midas. And I guess we're talking about a ruler. Trap for the unwary. I guess it's going to be a snare. And I don't know. Do we fat finger something? I don't know. Let's see. How do we do, Bob? Well, what fantastic news. I mean, you know, a Friday crossword in 1408. This is not a terrible way to go at all. This is good stuff. But I got some stuff I got to remember out of this, right? Like the Elex or Ilex genus, right? You know, and I need to remember Kesha or Keisha as far as the TikTok creator is concerned. But yeah, I mean, this was a really decent little old grid. It was clever. It was kind of mind-bending in a way. You had to kind of think through a few things. So fantastic. So off you go. Let's we'll revisit our grid tomorrow on Saturday when it's time to do a new one. But in the meantime, it's been really fabulous hanging out with you here, and this has been a fun. It was a fun grid. So, but seriously, last thing before I do the ding thing to bring down the goodbye slide, I just wanted to say, you know, how much I really truly appreciate the liking and subscribing, and comments are super. I appreciate that very much. And I want you to know, if you have an active channel, when you subscribe, I subscribe back. And very often I find myself spending, you know, a great amount of time looking at the videos that you've either made. You know, we got a new subscriber yesterday who plays, I think, the viola and violin. Actually watched all 25 minutes of his audition. Fabulously talented musician. I mean, it was just amazing. So again, if you've got an active channel and it shows up, and I always subscribe back just to get to know, you know, the community and whatnot. But I can tell you from having seen so many of your channels, and if you don't make your own content, maybe you're just creating public playlists or whatnot, but some of you have some fabulous music lists, music video lists. I mean, really, I haven't seen anything that hasn't been just amazing. So I think we've got a very unique community here, and I'm super proud of that. So if you know some like-minded folks, share it with them. Let's make it a little bit bigger. I appreciate that very much, but always. So ding, we'll bring our slide down, and I just want to say on behalf of myself and Shotzi, who is, well, she wanted to make Hungarian stuffed cabbage rolls, so she's in the kitchen. It's not like she has to be in the kitchen. I would gladly cook, but she wanted to make them, and I'm excited about it too. So, anyway, but from both of us, wir wünschen Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch, auch einen Abend. Grüß Gott, Servus, auf Wiedersehen, tschüss, Cin-Cin, ciao, take care, be well.